In this video, I'm going to give you a really important tip that you should definitely start to implement with your puppy. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have this little bully stick here, and as you can see, she's pretty excited about it. I'm going to go ahead and give that to her. Now, with puppies, they have a tendency to pick up everything and anything around the home, and you may notice that you're often taking objects away from your puppy, and then what starts to happen is your puppy becomes really possessive over objects. So maybe they grab something off the floor and they dart up under a coffee table or under a kitchen table or over to a corner because they are afraid you're going to take that object from them. And then even when you give them certain chew objects that are appropriate for the puppy, they still may have a tendency to run away from you if you approach, or some puppies may even decide to guard that object by becoming really still or possibly doing some lip curling. I'm going to show you how you can turn that around. So as you can see, this puppy is interested in the chew toy. She's chewing on it right now. All I'm going to do is I'm going to approach her, and I'm just going to start off by dropping food beside the object. So I have a little bit of string cheese cut up in my pocket here. So what I'm going to do is reach in, I'm going to approach, and just lay the food beside the object, and then I'm going to go back to ignoring the dog. What I want this puppy to learn is that me approaching her or my hand approaching the object is a good thing for her. Okay? I notice a lot of my clients sometimes tell me that their dog is good about not guarding objects because they take them away often and they have no problem. Well, if you continue to do that, you may find that your puppy starts to guard in the future, or you don't have a puppy that's naturally a resource guarder. So all we're going to do is good. Now that time she sensed me reaching into my pocket, which is a good thing. You saw how she got really excited and came off her toy really easily. That's what we want. All right, so I want anytime that my hand reaches for her, hey pup, it's very easy for her to pull off that object rather than my hand reaching for her and her running away from the object or hovering over the object. So what we're going to do is practice, what I want you to do is practice just when your puppy has the chew object, you're going to approach, hey pup, good, feed or drop food. Again, approach, feed, and ignore. Once your puppy starts to raise their head off the object, then you can start to practice a simple exchange. So watch how I do this. Good. Feed, take the object, and give the object back. Okay? So really simple exercise, but it's something that's going to be really beneficial in order to avoid resource guarding in the future, or your dog being overly possessive over certain things. Because again, to review, if you have a puppy, especially if you're allowing too much freedom in their home, they're picking up socks, they're picking up shoes, they're picking up toilet tissue, and you're probably finding yourself taking these objects, and the dog learns that they don't get these objects back, so they start to become possessive. So what you want to start to do is when your puppy's chewing on these bones or toys, practice at times approaching them, feeding them, ignoring them, and then approaching, feeding, taking the object, and giving the object back. Okay, really simple, but something that I highly recommend that you go ahead and start with your puppy. And that's it. All right, I will see you in another video.